Hey everyone, this is Power Dog Extras. So, today I'm doing a video of my LCD monitor. So, this is the LCD panel from a laptop that the motherboard on it got kind of fried. So, and this body is from another LCD monitor that had a broken screen. Here's the back. So the back is actually the bottom of a laptop, and it's kind of just screwed onto this case, and this case is from another monitor and has the base of another monitor. So let's just show you the features and abilities. Here it has a remote. You can turn it on like that. And you see I had to kind of cut out a space for the standby light and IR receiver. So it's this is HDMI. Has the no signal bouncing thing. Let's show you what the menu looks like. This is the menu. So I didn't make this menu. In fact, to make this monitor, I had to look online for a controller board that matched with this LCD, which is how this works. So this is what the menu looks like. Have your different settings. I noticed that it has a clock, but there's no CMOS battery in it, so it keeps on resetting back to nothing. You can also use the buttons. Whoops. You can also use the buttons. You can see I have them unlabeled, but if you look really closely, my camera isn't focusing, but it does have, the buttons are labeled, but it's just very small. Whoa, it accidentally got unplugged. It's not the best monitor because, well, when I bring it up on the computer, I'll show you why. But it's not the best monitor because it has very poor color gradients. You'll see when I bring it up. You can kind of see it here in the no signal logo. Very poor color gradients. There's a dead pixel up here. You can also see it when I go into the menu. On this little CRT thing, there's poor color gradients. Just gonna switch the input. So it's kind of like a smart TV. It has a media thing where you can plug in your phone and it views photos. Now you can really see what I mean with the color gradients. I tried using this with all sorts of different devices and it didn't work. In fact, I'll show you with my iPod what I'm talking about. Oh, and by the way I built it, the inputs are on the side, kind of in there. So I don't know if that's the best design, but it made the most sense, and it also made the monitor a lot flatter. So let me demonstrate what happens when you plug in a device. So here's my iPod Touch. Sorry, let me just get the camera to focus. Yeah, this is my iPod Touch. Let's plug it in. I have it plugged in. I know this is very old, but it's, yeah. All right, see, it's plugged in. I'm gonna go into the photos. See, we have our pictures and stuff here. Now we go back onto the TV and select photo. No, it refuses. See, I'm pressing OK. The button is flickering, but it's not accepting photo. It has music as well. I'm not quite sure how that works. It didn't really come with any instructions, the controller board. We have movie, text. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's wrong with this, but this is the built-in menu that this TV has. See, it says USB 2.0, so it's detecting that there's something plugged in. Let's look at the other ones now. So we have PC, which That's basically just VGA. They're calling the VGA PC because at one point all computers used to have VGA ports, but that's kind of outdated now. Most of them have HDMI as well as VGA. So I don't know how old this menu is, but it's probably not the latest menu since it's calling VGA PC. See, I do have something plugged into the VGA port. We're gonna try that out. It's this DVR. We have media, which is the thing I was in now to view media. PC, HDMI, which I have hooked up to this PC. We're not gonna do that now though. I have AV and TV. So this does have AV jacks, but I don't have anything connected, so we can't really look at that. So let's go into TV. So it can take an antenna and do over-the-air TV, but I have no antenna connected. So we get this snow effect, like what you get on the old TVs. All right. Oh, I didn't even notice that this menu was here. Auto tuning, program, and I didn't even know that this was here. Okay. Now let's set the input to PC, aka VGA, and see what it looks like with a device. So this is a DVR. You know what? I might try it with the computer too, just to show you what I mean. So it's starting up. Alright, so this is in the DVR. This is really basic. Like, it's pretty much just, well, the DVR. Everything in the VGA mode looks okay. If you saw the starting screen, the color gradients on the logo looked okay. So it might just be a thing with HDMI. Alright, let's test out the HDMI actually. Okay, we're starting up the PC and we're switching the input to HDMI. And by the way, it only has one HDMI port, so I have to have a switch so I can use it with TV as well. Oh yeah, it's also a 60 Hz monitor, by the way, which is standard for most like regular LCD monitors. So here it is displaying my startup screen image. It looks pretty good. I don't see any problems here. Yeah, I just found a pretty good example of what I'm talking about. Look closely. You can see what I'm talking about here with the color gradients. It looks really bad. I don't know if it's the LCD or the driver board. I think it's the driver board. You can really see it here. Alright. I'm gonna go into the monitor test once this loads up, and then I'll test this monitor against this monitor, which is a classic CRT. Oh my gosh, it's flickering like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna test it against this CRT monitor, and we'll see which one is better. Okay, so here we are, and this is Windows 10, but I just have the Windows XP background. Already, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the colors are slightly off. I have gone in the video settings and done all sorts of things. It just doesn't look right. And also, something that like a lot of old TVs do is that they cut off the image. This one is doing it. Because for whatever reason, this thing won't stay in just scan, which is like a resolution that kind of... Every time I start it, I need to manually adjust it for everything to fit on the screen. So this looks pretty good. You're not gonna notice any of the color gradients here, but then when I go into like the color gradient image test, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So. Okay, I just realized I'm not connected to the internet. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we are in the gradients test. It looks terrible. you can see how the colors are kind of like that. I can't really explain it. Now let's go over to the CRT monitor. There's gonna be some crazy flickering, but let's go over to the CRT monitor and see how that looks. Okay, the flickering is kind of crazy, but you can see, okay, I have to do something about that. Give me a sec. I filmed CRTs in the past without flickering. It's flickering a little bit, but you can see that the color gradients are a lot better. This particular monitor, which is it's a Dell E772P, is actually a really good monitor, even though it's like super old. The image quality is pretty much the same as any 1080p monitor. So the color gradients on this look great, even though it's flickering. And, from a distance, the color gradients on this look pretty good, but then when you get close, it does not look very good. I might go test it against another LCD, because testing an LCD against a CRT might not really be a fair test, because that's completely different technology. Okay, well, that's the gradients test, and this is a 60 hertz display, so it's not the best for gaming. I know they have like 144 hertz displays, but this is 60 hertz, so that over there, this CRT display, this is a 75 hertz display. You can see I haven't uploaded a video in 2 months, by the way. That's why I just decided to upload today. So yeah, this was Power Dog. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.